Cause I'm in the stars tonight. So watch me bring the fire, set the night light. Shoes on, get up in the morning, cup of milk, let's rock and roll. Kink out, kick the drum, rolling on like a rolling stone. Sing song when I'm walking home, jump up to the top of the brown. Ding dong, call me on my phone, nice tea and I'll get my ping pong. This is dead heavy, can't hear the bass, boom, I'm ready. Life is sweet as honey, yeah, this beach chain like money.
I just wanna dance all over. I don't really care. I just wanna dance all over.
Because I'm happy.
Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof.
Because I'm happy.
Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth.
Because I'm happy.
Clap along if you know what happiness is to you.
Because I'm happy.
Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do.
Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day.
Let's take a ride. Don't you say a word, just get inside. It's time to take your on another kind of trip. Cause you can't have to hop if you don't have to hip. Grab your cat with the extra clip and close your eyes and hit the switch. But don't run to a place where everybody kick it, kick it, kick it. Yeah, that's the kick it. Ain't no bloodin', ain't no clipping, ain't no fools in the party set tripping. Everybody got a stack and it ain't no crack. And it really don't matter if you're white or black. I wanna take you there like a staple season. Put something in the tank and I know that I can bring you if you can't take the heat. Get your out the kitchen. We on a mission.
Come along and ride on a fantastic slide. Tippity slide.
Hit switches on the block and a 65.
We are on a mission. We are on a mission because it is Feel Good Friday. Feel Good Friday. Just take it in, deep breath, and just let it out. Feel good. Feel Good Friday. Just breathe it in, 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 breathe it all in. What is up? I'm your girl, Jeanette Smith, certified life strategist and mindset coach. Happy Friday. You made it. You made it. If I had like those, confetti blowers, I'd be like, you made it. You made it. You made it. And let's see who all is here. What's up, Neil? Good to have you in the house. Leola, Feel Good Friday. Steve is in the house too. Bless you, sir. Savalas, good morning, bringing all the sun. And here comes Lanisha in her red dress. I love it. I love it. I love it. Miss Helen, Feel Good Friday. Yes, and Tamara's got her red dress on. You all shop at the same place? All right, I got you, Neil. You're listening. Jennifer, good morning to the Empowerment Tribe. Where's the bell? We made it. We did make it. We made it. And I don't know what you went through this week. I'm sure, like many of us, you had some challenges, but I hope that you also had some triumphs. I also hope that you found ways to feel good about this week. What was it that was going on this week? What is it that you can look back and go, you know what? I'm grateful for that. What's that one thing? I don't want us to go into the weekend only remembering that, oh my God, I just made it to Friday. I want you remembering that you had some good things that happened this week and even some things to build on, because I'm not trying to paint you a Disney picture. I know that sometimes things just get really rough, but you're still here. That means that you're built for the journey. You are built for this ride. All right. So glad to have everybody with. We are continuing our work on this emotional DNA thing, which has been really, really, really interesting. For those of you who are new to me, we are doing live coaching today, which means you take part in a fun game that we do. So for those of you who are a part of my tribe, you already know what's next. It's time to get that share squad out. It's time for you to hit the share squad. Make sure your people know what's up. Share it out. Make sure that everybody gets in the room that can get in the room, even if they just got to listen. Because I tell you what, the work that we do here really is helping people change their lives. It's really helping people get perspective. And that's what we're all about. Emotional DNA. Yes, more. Stick around so you can get the juice on that. You felt like Rocky. I did it, Adrian, because it was a battle, right? But you made it. You made it. And no one can take that away from you. So for those of you who are new, like Morris is saying, like, what's up with this emotional DNA thing? There's always been this nature versus nurture debate, right? About how much of what we experience, how much of that we become is really about what we're around and what's inherited, right? And so just like we haven't inherited our parents' eyes or this or that, sometimes you notice mannerisms. Those are DNA things. And those are things that can be modeled and reflected. But emotional DNA is something that scientists are figuring out is really a part of our upbringing, that there are things passed down from generation to generation. And I shared with you on Monday a study that they did with mice where they gave them a low-level shock in the maze when they got to a certain place, just a little, and it would make them stop. It would just kind of startle them, and they wouldn't continue going that way in the maze. They would go back. And how generations after generations, tens of generations after that, their offspring who never ever got shocked would get to the same place in the maze and stop and take a different route. That is how we're starting to learn more about emotional DNA and what things are locked in our treasure chest. You have a treasure chest. It's filled with clues to what has happened to you, what has happened before you, what you inherited, what you grew up around, all of those things. And so you can use emotional DNA because you want to understand it so that you can achieve success, fulfillment, and happiness. You have to, though, start by looking at patterns. And I wonder today, have any of you in the Empowerment Tribe, as you went through the week, yes, as you went through the week, I'm wondering if any of you started noticing any of your emotional DNA. We started talking about what are the things that, let's say, your mom or your dad, or maybe it's your parental influences did that you can see in you. Like, how does it show up in you? One of my clients is like, my mom is really judgmental. Okay, well, how does that show up in you? I didn't think I was judgmental, but then I realized this. I'm really hard on people. I'm very controlling. Well, that means you're judging how they do something, and you think the only way they can do it is the same way you do it, right? So that's how those types of things show up. So very interesting. Very important. And just like there can be negative DNA, emotional DNA traits, there can be, positive ones. And we pointed those things out too. And so before we get to our favorite live coaching game today, I'm just going to go through the tips once more about once you discover that you've got some emotional DNA stuff going on, what is it that you can do? Right, Morris? What is it that you can do? And I encourage you all to do your own research too, to see what's out there, because I only have an hour. I can't pack everything in, but I like to expose you all to concepts and things that come with our mindset. And then once you do that, you can learn how to put these concepts into action and start creating different neural pathways, start firing off different things. So you're changing the way you think. We're all about growth mindset here, right? So the first thing you want to do is you want to absolutely pinpoint it. Pinpoint what the problem is. Pinpoint what you think that behavior is that's not working for you. Observe it. Take notes on it. Why isn't it working for me? When does it show up? What triggers it? What's going on with that? Then name it. I did a fun game with you all one time where we named our inner critic, right? We named our inner critic. And some people were like, well, that's, negative Nelly, or that's timid Timothy, or that's this one, or that's, and we named it because once you name it, you gain control over it. Anytime you name something, you begin to take domination over it, right? And so when you name that thing, it's not that you're proclaiming it and, oh, now I'm just going to build it up. No. It's already there, but you have to identify it, face it, name it. And so you can tell her to sit down or tell him to sit down. Like, dude, every time I get to this place where I'm going to do something new, start a business, start a new leg of my business, branch out and try to expand some things, go for this or that, you always get it right up to the border and you start coming with all this self-sabotage about why it won't work, blah, blah. Man, have several seats. You got to be able to call yourself out on that stuff. That's how you leash it. You got to call yourself out. Like, nope, this isn't about it not working. It's about me being afraid that it won't work, or me being afraid of other people's judgment if I try. You have to be honest with yourself and name that thing, right? And then you have to replace it. Once you figure out that's what's going on with you, then you have to replace it. You have to figure out, what am I going to do instead of that? Instead of getting up to the border and self-sabotage, what if I just feel the fear and do it anyway? What if I don't give two flips about what somebody else thinks about what I'm doing, and I just say, whether I fail or whether I fall, at least I'm going to fall forward. I will have learned. You can't pay for the lessons that we sometimes get through failing or falling forward. It's a part of your process. We try to not make it a part of the process, but missteps and mistakes are part of the process. That's how we grow. And then you get a plan and you implement it. You figure out how you're going to work that thing, right? And you no longer stay stuck by judgments of others, judgment of yourself, holding on to the past mistakes, paralyzed because you made a mistake. So what? It's done. It's over. Get over it. What can you do to move forward? You are not going to do yourself any good by just hanging on to what shoulda, coulda, or might have happened. What you do have control over is what you do moving forward. And that's what we want to focus on today. All right. Thank you to those of you who are sharing. I see you, Michael Edward Allen. I see you, Jennifer Lynn Oliver. I see you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. And those of you, others of you who are sharing as well. I see you scribing. Get it, Savalas. Get it. All right, so let's do our coaching game. But to do the coaching game today, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to think. You're going to have to think about an area where you want to see some results. Now, you don't have to tell me what it is. You could just say, I got it. You can just say, I got it. All right. And once you got it, then say, I got it. If you want to name what it is, then name what it is. But I need you to take like 30 seconds and I need you to get it in your head, because then the coaching game will be for naught. Think about that is. Ready? Are you ready? I just need you to think it out. You got it? All right. 30 seconds. Ready, set, go. Are you thinking? Are you thinking? Savala says he's got it. Jennifer says she's got it. Let me give you this public service announcement while you're still doing that. Vote. Hey.
and the world's alright with me. Just one look at
Candace
you,
says she's got it. Lanisha says she's got it.
and I know it's gonna be
Hey, hey, hey. Pamela says good morning. Y'all got it? What's that area where you need change and you know that it may be some generational stuff? Got it, got it, got it? Hola, hola, mommy. Leola says she's got it. Let's get ready to rock. All right. That's what we do. We sail along. All right. All right. All right. All right. So for those of you who are new, what we're going to do is you're going to focus on that area. And when you focus on that area, Neil says he's got it. Even listening. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. So once you focus on that and you know that you got it, Colleen says, good morning from New Jersey. What's up, Jersey girl? Hey, Colleen on Periscope. Hey to everybody across all the platforms. Kiss me out some hearts on Periscope. And I will thank you. All right. So everybody's got in their mind, right? That area where they need some movement, where maybe some emotional DNA, you see it as a pattern in your family. It's something that you either note in your parents or your siblings, but it's something that you know that you've been dealing with that needs change. All right. So while you're thinking about that, if you get it, just say, I got it. Good morning, Anthony. Happy Friday to you too. All right. We're about to play our favorite coaching game, Points of You. And so all you have to do is look at the picture, look at the phrase, and look at the word and see what different perspective you can get. This is a training. This coaching game teaches you how to train on listening to the shut down sides of yourself sometimes that you don't allow to weigh in on your decisions, your actions. This is the side that taps into your inner wisdom. This is the side that allows you to get a fresh perspective from yourself. Many of the answers that we need to get better decisions for better living are right on the inside of ourselves. So today, when you do this, all you have to do is think about that area where you want to see some change. Look at the picture, look at the phrase, and look at the word, and then see what wisdom speaks to you from there. All right. All right. So I'm going to show it to you, and then I'm going to take a picture and put it up so we can talk about it. And if you're interested in coming on and talking to me about it, I will send you the link. I'll put the link out there, and then you can either come on and you can be on video, or you can come on and just kill the camera and just, talk to me, use your voice. And we can do some live coaching. Or if you're going to play it safe and just be in the chats, we can do that too, but it's boring if everybody does that. So somebody come talk to me. All right, here we go. Here's your picture today. Can you see it? Two hands. It looks like elderly hands on a cane. And it looks like there's a bed in the background and maybe something sitting on the bed. Notice everything you can notice about that picture. All right. The word is gratitude. Gratitude. And the question is, what isn't working for me? Whoa, good ones. Good ones today, y'all. So make sure you are able to see. Okay. Can y'all see? I'm going to make sure I get it all in. All right. There is what you got to work with. All you have to do is try to figure out, when it comes to that area where I need help in my life, what perspective could I get from this? What perspective could I get from this? And the cool thing is, for those of you who are new, you don't have to worry, because we've got some veterans from the Empowerment Tribe that are going to lead the way. They've kind of become experienced in how this works. And so if you need a little help, they'll show you how to take that area where you want to see some change affected, and they'll show you how to take the coaching game, apply it, and get some insights out of that. All right, there it is. Okay. There it is. Now, while people are thinking, as you start getting some insights and those types of things, y'all start typing. Go ahead and start typing. I will, if you say, I'm interested to come on and talk with you about it, maybe you can talk me through it. New people, I would love to do that. Just let me know. I will send you the link. The link is going out now, so you can just click that link and it'll bring you into my broadcast studio here. If you don't see the link, let me know and I can just inbox it to you. That's our mascot, Nala, over there. Again, for those of you who are new, that's our little Shishan mascot. She's 1 year old. And she's saying hello to the puppies outside the door. We have a floor of 3 puppies now. So, all right. So taking a look at that, what does that mean? 2 hands on a cane, right? Gratitude. And what isn't working for me? What do those things symbolize? What do those things infer? What is it you're holding on to? What is it you're leaning on? What does gratitude have to do with anything? And then why isn't that working for you? Interesante. I think I'm going to pick somebody to come talk to me today. Morris, are you up for it? Would you be willing? Because you're new. So I think it would be interesting to walk you through the exercise. Let me know if you would be interested. Morris or Leola. Okay. Morris, Leola, or I'm trying to get people who don't normally do it. Lanisha. Morris, Leola, Lanisha. And anybody else who wants to, but those 3 names stuck out to me. So let's talk. What is it, that area where you need to see some change? What is it about this lady holding this cane? Or is it a lady? You decide. It's all up to you. And what does gratitude have to do with any of it when you layer it over with what is not working for me? Okay. Monique on YouTube says, what isn't working for me? My attitude and thinking that I need to go through life alone. Wow. Yeah. Got you. Because then what does the hands on the cane represent to you, Monique? I'm interested in fleshing that out more. That's a great insight. Thanks for sharing. Savala says, what's not working for me is over analyzing my relationships in general. I must not overanalyze, but lean into gratitude. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Lanisha says, this is good. Here I am. Okay, Lanisha, I was just saying, if you'd be interested, I would love to have you pop in. She says, I've been hearing a lot about tapping back into gratitude. My patience has been challenged immensely. Got you. I got you. So that's the thing that I want you all to take a lesson from, is that for everyone, this will represent something different. Everybody will see these things differently. Thanks for sharing this, by the way, Lanisha. Everybody will see these things differently, right? And so you have to look at it for what does it mean for your particular circumstance. I'm just sending the link to a couple of you because for whatever reason, I just have this thing in my heart that says give them the opportunity. I don't know if that means something prophetic is about to break out in terms of help and edification, but I'm just sending that out to you all. Let's see what else. Monique says, I really can't put it into words what the picture did for me, but it caused a lot of emotion, using gratitude to pull me out of a funk. Well, I want to go back to your initial statement, Monique. You said, what isn't working for me? My attitude and thinking that I need to go through life alone. And I think that it's interesting that in this case, you might look at this picture and see that alone, we often think about what that looks like and what leaning on something or somebody looks like. And a cane is a structure, it's a tool, right? But maybe it's about not a particular person you need to lean on or that you're not leaning on, but maybe a structure, a system, a construct that you don't really see as being valuable to your experience right now, but it could be. What is that system, that structure, that thing that you could lean on? I want you to play with that a little bit. Lanisha has popped in. I'm gonna let you get situated. You good? Let me know. You can shake your head when you're situated, and then I'll bring you. You're good? Okay, I'm gonna bring Lanisha in so we can chat and see what we got. Hey girl, hey.
Hi, good morning, everyone.
Let's see. Let's check on your end and see if your mic is engaged on your phone. There's a little wheel that says camera, mic, and it has settings.
Okay, let me check.
And while she's checking that, I'm going to go back to the room. Pamela says, as we age, our parents and our family age, true. Making a balance between taking care of my son and taking care of the elder family doesn't always work for me. I can see that. It can be stressful, not sure that it's balancing out. Trying to make it balance out. I got you. So let's look at how gratitude plays into that. And then the picture. What do you need to lean into? What do you need for support? What does that represent to you? I think there's some pieces in there that you might want to play around with and see if that works. Neil says, holding on to the past and what I've allowed to slow my forward move down. Neil, that is so powerful. So powerful. I wanted to tell you today that I was listening to a message, Michael Beckwith, and we were talking about these constructs of stories and how the story can take us over sometimes. And we're not just telling a story anymore. We are the story and we can't get out of it because it's not just telling what happened to us. It's about reliving every day the story. And I thought about you, and it's so interesting that you're saying right now, holding on to the past and what you've allowed to slow your, I think that there is, a bazillion pieces of great information about that. Okay, so now Monique says you can hear. So y'all can hear her? I just can't hear her? Let's see what's up. Talk to me.
Can you hear me okay?
Why can't I hear you? Hold on. Let me check and see if it's me. Oh, I know what it is, y'all. It's me. Sorry, Lanisha.
No need to apologize.
I was playing that music. I had turned my system down. So funny. Thank you, girl. Thank you. Thank you, Monique, for throwing the flares so I can get my life straight on here. Lanisha, so let's talk about this. You don't have to necessarily tell the area, but you were saying that your patience has been challenged lately, yeah? And so when you look at the cards, what kind of insight, what kind of perspective do you get out of it?
Well, it's really interesting. First, let me just state that my husband is in our studio working, so I apologize.
You're fine.
If you hear music going in the background. But when I saw this, it's interesting because usually when I'm able to log into your live streams, God has already been speaking to me about an area that, you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
So when I saw this, I'm actually working, but when I saw this, I was like, oh gosh, I have to say something. So my patience, I think that I'm a really, really patient person, and I'm really good at finding the good in everything, no matter how bad it looks. That is who I am. Lately, that area has been very stretched. With all of the things that are going on, you know, in our economy, in our world.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of looking around like, okay, you know, what is going on? And why do I feel so like my patience? I have none.
Yeah.
And just like 2 days ago, I was doing something and I just heard the Lord say, you need to get back to that thing, that gratitude thing that we have. And I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't focused on the things that I am grateful for. So looking at this picture,
yeah,
in my mind, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, here's somebody who's taking the time, who's being patient, who's helping someone maybe to the bed or maybe to a restroom or just to go out and get some fresh air. And whoever's receiving this act of service, there's no way you don't feel a sense of gratitude when someone takes the time to be patient with where you are.
I
And
love
so that's what I got from this.
I love that. And I love how you're seeing it differently than how others are seeing it. And that's the beauty of it, because when you allow spirit to just speak to you for where you are uniquely, that what do you think you need to lean into to help get you back to that place of gratitude over pressure or stress or, low patience?
So for me, I think sometimes I'm reminded that when I'm off or when I'm feeling off, or if I can't identify why my emotions are all over the place or why I've got a short fuse, which is not typical of me,
Yeah.
that I need to pay attention to the triggers.
Yes.
Instead of just being triggered.
Yes.
Because it's very easy to just be triggered and then you get, down the lane. I mean, this happened yesterday. And I was having a conversation with one of my brothers and I started getting really angry. And then I started asking myself, what does this mean to you? What does it mean? Why do you feel the way that you feel? Maybe it's because you're not focusing on, my practice is to find the good in it. You know what I mean? Because that's what I train people to do on my job. It's like, what that doesn't mean we don't feel negative emotions. That doesn't dismiss, where we are.
Right.
But if we set up shop, and I'm speaking for Lanisha, when I say we, I'm
Yeah.
over here.
Right. I got you.
But when you set up shop on those things that are triggering you in unhealthy ways and causing you to act out of character, and it's making you feel sick, even, you need to stop. This is my practice. You need to stop and ask yourself, what is going on right now? Why are you so triggered? And even if it's something that you can't change, fix, we don't all have the superpowers to change everything in front of us, but we could change the way that we see something.
Yeah. That's
And
right.
so gratitude is that it's my secret juice.
That's right, girl. The secret sauce. I love that. I love that. And I love that you were able to catch yourself. But you're a person who does personal development and self-excavation. So, but the fact that you could look and go, this isn't working for me. I need to lean into gratitude. I need to lean into figuring out what my triggers are. I need to see what other support things are around me to help me pull myself up out of it. I think that's powerful. And I think a lot of people, I know they can relate, because Jennifer is saying, I feel you, Lanisha. Savalas is saying, yes, yes, Lanisha. So everybody is shouting you down in the chat room. Savalas says, paying attention to triggers instead of just being triggered. Yep, that is a Lanisha Pinterest quote. Thank you for scribing that out. Yeah, and Monique says, I feel like you're speaking to the collective because I feel the exact same way, Lanisha. Yeah, so I just had this feeling like you needed to come on and share.
Well,
like whatever that was going to be good, not just for you, but for everybody. Make gratitude your secret juice.
let me say one more thing and I'm gonna get
Sure. No, you're good.
So when I'm sometimes when I'm in this space where I feel like, oh my gosh, I'm out of control, there's no peace going on. My husband, who is a great accountability person, in fact, I did this yesterday. I said, Darius, I need to tell you where I am. I was almost embarrassed. I said, babe, I am very angry. I'm so angry right now and I'm not used to this. Will you please pray for me? And of course he said, babe, I'm always praying for you, which bless his heart.
Right.
You know, Darius.
Right.
He's the kindest human I know. And
sweetest guy you ever want to meet.
He is, but he is also an accountability person. So with that, I'll say, don't feel bad about reaching out to somebody that you could trust in a safe space to go, hey, I'm off.
Yeah.
Feel free to pull or tug on my ear and help to get me back in line, because you don't want to be the next story.
That's right. Yeah.
Get out of control. But anyways.
No, I love that. And I also love that, to me, that's part of this picture, the leaning in on that, like having that support, having somebody that you can kind of, tell you when your slip is hanging, like we used to say, right? And catch you before you fall too far. And that's that. I mean, everything about your share, I love, 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 love it. And thank you. I know you're working, so I'm gonna let you go, but I appreciate you taking a little time to come on and share from a very personal place and transparent place, so that other people can get blessed and encouraged by that. Thank you, Mama.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you. Take care.
You too.
That was awesome. I love that. I'm going back to the chat room. Darius is the calmest guy in the world. Love my brother. Yes, yes. So that's what we're doing when we talk about unpacking our emotional DNA. Those things that maybe you have, you don't even realize that you inherited or learned from your parental source, whether it was your actual parents or whoever raised you or had the most influence over you. Those things do matter, and they can greatly play into how you see life, what your vantage point is, how you lean in or not into concepts that help give you success in your life. And being willing to look inside so that you know what you need to activate or deactivate. It's not about beating yourself up like you're doing something that doesn't work for you. That's cool. What do I need to do now so that instead of being some sort of helpless passenger in life, you get in the driver's seat? You become the intentional leader of your life. You're not just some leaf floating down the river, landing wherever you land. No, you are the intentional driver about what happens for you in your future. And understanding these things matters. Back in the chat on YouTube, Monique says, "Ooh, yes, you're helping me realize something. I normally am not an angry person, but I have been. It might be us picking up on energies around." Absolutely. And I also want to encourage you all, just because you have an emotion, sometimes we don't, and I'm not saying this to you specifically, Monique, but just for your consideration, all of you, sometimes we attribute it to something that's unrelated. It could be somebody else's energy, as Monique just said, or it could be what you think it means. I have a client who is dealing with an elderly parent now, and they can see changes. They can see changes in that elderly parent and the level of help that person is needing. And, my client had to just basically call themselves out and say, I get angry, and I don't want to get angry with my parent because my parent hasn't done anything wrong except ask for help. So they're not channeling the energy from their parent. What's happening is when you pull back all the layers, it goes to fear. Anger at the root is fear. You got to figure out what is it that, if it's not somebody else's energy you're feeling, what is it that I'm afraid of? What is it that I'm afraid of? And for my client, it's the fear. It's the fear that, is this a sign of the advancement of age on my parent to a place where they're no longer going to be able to do things for themselves? And not that he didn't want to help, but that means we're in a whole nother stage of life for them, right? That means I got to start thinking about, can my parent live alone? Or what other things do I need to be concerned about them doing for themselves? So you got to think about yes, it's very layered. What is the fear? Where there's anger, figure out the fear. Jennifer says, the picture in the word leaning into and being grateful for the support that is around me. What's not working for me is not leaning in when I need to because of pride and fear. You better be honest up in here, lady. You better be honest up in here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That is awesome. I hope you all can appreciate and respect the level of transparency that she just dropped in that truth bomb. And here's what I know, Jennifer. You're not the only one. You are not the only one. Why won't we take help? Why won't we do it? Why won't we do it? Often because of that thing you just said. We got a lot of pride wrapped around it, what this means if I do this, or fear. But a lot of times it's the pride, right, y'all? That pride gets in and tells us, you shouldn't need help. You don't, why did I need to? Man, if we could only slay that pride demon, if we could only slay it, how much more could we do? How much more could we do? Seriously, I want y'all to really think about that. That thing is serious. Fear and pride. What is it that you could be eons ahead of in your life if you could just slay the pride? If you could just look it in the eye and go, yeah, I get it. And we're still going to do this. I'm still going to ask for help. I'm still going to admit it. Man, oh man, that pride thing is generational. I have to watch for it. You know what? I'm telling you, the fact that you even know it though, Jennifer, that's what makes it powerful, because now not only can you help yourself, you can help as you feel led and compelled, you can help those around you. Right? Because when you talk about it's a generational thing, because think about how that must be to be in a space or place where you have to deal with a bunch of people all dealing with pride. Like, how are we going to get through this? Everybody's got their pride, their chest out, like, no, this is gonna be rough. This is gonna be a rough ride right here. Lanisha says, amen. I knew you meant real. Monique says, Jennifer, you are definitely not the only one. I mean, that thing is real. I'm just wanting to take a break right here, because for those of you who are kind of sitting back in the cut, I know I got that little contingency of people that do this coaching from the background, like they sit on the sideline up in the bleachers. I need y'all to know that this right here, if you can just say, that's me. Yep, that's me too. That pride and fear. In fact, girl, that's so good. I'm gonna have to give you a wake-up call. That thing, oh my. That is, my bell didn't work, but you know what I'm saying, Jen. You are the wake-up call today, girl. That was good. That was better than good. That was awesome. Whew, my God, today. Pride. That pride thing is serious. Yes. Anybody else have any other insights that you're getting out of it? Anybody else figuring some stuff out about you through the coaching game? If not, we'll get ready and wrap up. But I just want to tell you today that you no longer have to be held hostage by some of the things that have been passed down to you, some of the things that you inherited, that some of the things that were modeled to you. Create new pathways, neural pathways. Get your brain firing new synapses. Every time you find yourself triggered in one direction of anger or pride, you can make a decision right there in that moment to go, oh, nope. We're going to do something different. We are going to do something different today. And then just make it so. Choose your better preferred, mode of operating and decide that today we're going to try this. Now, listen, you may decide, I'm going to try this, but then it doesn't work. That's fine. Adjust, try something else, right? That's what it's all about. That is what it's all about. I know I missed your bell. I don't know what was going on, but you were the wake-up call for today. I need you to know, girl. I'm not even playing with you. You were the for real deal MVP wake-up call. And that and Lanisha, between the two of y'all, she works. The wake-up call is back. You and Lanisha, if I had the trophy, I would give it to y'all. But definitely huge shares. Everybody, great shares today. It is It is what the Empowerment Tribe is about. When we come on here and we talk to each other about what we're dealing with, it's not to, nobody does it for the spotlight. Who wants to say I got to deal with fear and pride? It's about helping myself so that we can help you, right? And so that's what makes the live coaching dynamic. And maybe you'll get a little less attached to it, because what you'll see in these people that are sharing is that it no longer has power over them. When Lanisha can come on and show her face and tell you what she's been dealing with, to the point where, look, my microaggressions or whatever I'm dealing with, I got to ask my husband, honey, can you pray with me? That doesn't control her. She controls it. And because of that, she can share that with you. When a Jennifer can say, listen, I'm dealing with this stuff, that fear and pride, and she can get honest with that and say it no longer controls her. She controls it, and she can share that. So that's what we're trying to make sure that you all get today, is that you get into a seat where it doesn't control you. You control it. You control it. You are the master of your fate. You get in there. Yes, we partner with God, but you get in there and make the decisions, right? And stay mindful. We have to fight for our emotional well-being. I don't know if you really get that. There is a struggle out here. Every day we are faced with news and information and all kind of stuff bombarding us, that and the pandemic and all of those things that will make you believe that life is one-dimensional and this is all there is. Have no hope, have no, aspirations. Don't go for your dreams. It's too much stuff going on for you to be going for dreams. That is a crock of crap. Don't buy into that. We need you following your dreams, because you are the solution to some problems out here. You might not have the cure for the pandemic, but you do have a solution for something, because you were gifted with this a certain toolbox of tools, gifts, talents, and things that this person doesn't have. So what is the solution that you have that we need? Get to getting it. Creatives, your beauty is needed in the world. Coaches, life bearers, therapists, your wisdom is needed in the world. That's why we get out and we build dreams. Not because, I just need to inflate myself and have something to do with. No, it's because you are the answer to somebody's problem. We need you on the job. Don't lay out. Don't take a sabbatical from building your dream. We need you. And if you're looking for a team to support you in that, join us. The text tribe is 22999. You just text the word release, text it to that number 22999, and you'll get the text, encouragement, inspiration, things that I share, little information about pop-ups that I do. And then join our group, our Facebook group. Very supportive people. I love this tribe. They are for real. It's not just a bunch of people sitting around in a Facebook group. Like, they post inspiring, encouraging things, some things of their personal journeys, some things just to bring sunshine. And facebook.com/groups/empowerment tribe. I just don't think you're going to find a better group of people. Leola says, Lanisha hit me big time. Her honesty made my day. Yes, yes. That's why you share, because you never know who you're going to take over the top. I just love it. And if you want to do deeper work with us, jump in. We have an amazing men's group and an amazing women's group. And our women's group is getting ready to meet this Saturday. Transformational group coaching is available to you. Just go to JeanetteSmith.com. We have a men's group and a women's group, and they are phenomenal. Phenomenal. Thanks to all of those of you who are watching. And if you are new, even replay viewers, I would love to know where you're watching from. So just drop a hashtag replay. Let me know that you're watching and where you're watching from. I go back and look at the comments and make sure that you get the same level of engagement as if you were on live, because I know everybody's got different work schedules now. We all can't jump on at the same time. And so it's important to me that that you get that from me. Yes, Neil says, we roll deep. Better get in where you're welcome. That's right. Get in, get in, get in. Now, I hope that you all have an amazing weekend plan for yourself, even if that means doing nothing really hard a lot over the weekend. Sometimes just doing nothing is what you need. Oh, hey, girl. Hey, she says she's going to watch the replay Periscope. Happy Feel Good Friday, everybody. Good to see you, Nikki Nicks. Good to see. Yes, Neil says hi to mom. She's watching. Hello, mommy. Love you much. Absolutely, absolutely. So listen, Monday, we'll gather back around for our next week's topic, where we're doing Mindset Monday. So join us at 10 a.m. And then we'll do our release devo on Wednesday. Unless something pops up, I'll let you all know by text. And then we do our live coaching again on Fridays at 10 a.m. We are the Empowerment Tribe, and we don't play around. We are the Empowerment Tribe, and we don't play around. I'm working on shirts, y'all. I really am, because I just want to be connected to you all in every way we can. Have a great weekend, everyone. Absolutely. I want you all to have a great and safe weekend out there. And listen, remember this. There are so many ways for you to be propelled into your greatness. Read, study, talk, debate, meditate, pray. All of those things are important. And there's tons of resources, whether you get them from me or somebody else, but just keep it moving. This is October. This is the last quarter. Make monumental moves. Remember, we're on this hashtag bold moves posse, right? That's the posse we're with. Hashtag bold moves. So I want you to get out there and be making some bold moves. And if you need a little help, I'm here. Love you all to life. Now this.
What controls your thoughts, actions, emotions, and habits? What shapes your dream building process? The DNA of your purpose is already inside. Dive in fully, strip away expectations and fears, come face to face with who you really are. Shift your mindset, reach your full potential. Dream, believe, build. Enroll now